and check out my community post here on my YouTube channel. And make sure you check for when I go live. But moving right along, if this looks like it's leaning, it probably is, because it isn't heavy stuff on this, but you got to understand this isn't like real wood. So it's going to look like that. So these are held up by clips. I can't take it apart because all of them, I don't have an extra one to show you. So if I remember where I got this from, I put it down in the description box. But it has held and done its job. I mainly got it for aesthetic reasons, to just make it feel like I'm in a boutique or whatever, to just bring that girly feel and boutiqueness in my room, in my little space. So this won't take long. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use to kind of dust. So as you see, this one, sorry about the lighting. This one I've had, so just a short story on these what these call these Swiffler duster packs. They had these when I was in training, because I used to be an investigator with Child Protective Services here in my hometown. And I was in training. I forget if this was the last training, but anywho, you have your training, and this might have been my first session of training. But anywho, I'm the queen. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That's my store. I love the Dollar Tree. So they had these at the time. They were $1. I got so many of these, I was able to give them away because they was only $1. So when I was in training, what I was doing was on my break or sometimes afterwards, I would go find me a Dollar Tree, because it seemed like the ones there had more stuff in their stores. But anywho, so that's what I used to do on my break. So I'm going to change this one out, and I'm going to use, well, this one I still can use. Let me go ahead and finish using this one and get all my money's worth. I am not wasteful. So if you didn't see, this is how it clips on. This and this, all of this came in the bag. What a good deal for $1. So I'm going to show you. Hope I can get this back on. That's why I say this real, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unedited. I hope everyone is doing great on this Sunday. So I'm going to finish using this one because all I'm doing is mainly dusting, and it's not that dusty. And also I use these to kind of like wipe off my perfume bottles. So you'll get to see my perfume stash. This is not all of them. These are some of them. I just put what I could feel that was aesthetically pleasing on my little perfume rack. But for today, I'm just using an old washcloth that I have. Now, I do have the other one. I haven't used this one yet. So we're going to get started. I'm going to start with this top part. So hopefully you can see over on this side. I can't move this tripod that much. So I'm sitting on the floor, and I'm going to put this on my knees so my knees won't hurt, because this is a cement floor up under here, under this carpet. So what I'm doing is just going to basically dust, and then I'm going to talk about a few of these items I have. Now, these are where I keep my sunglasses for when I'm creating my content. And I just have a few other random things up here. I am going to post these pictures. I'm going to show you a picture of me. This is almost about 20 years ago, if you can see this. So, you know, fashion has always been, or I think I'm a fashionista. So that was a memorable moment. That was a homecoming. I can't remember. My homecoming was almost like 20 years ago. So things that I don't need up here, I'm going to move them and put them to the side. Now I have a ton of these. I think I've showed this in one live. I got a lot of those, I guess you call them like the travel size perfumes, because that's a good way to get fragrances before you commit to buying or purchasing a big bottle. So I'm going to move this and dust behind this little, I'm going to have to turn this, the AC is on, but you know, I have personal summers. Now, these are 2 fragrances. I stated once before, the reason why I have so many is because I was starting my collection, and I did it with, I wouldn't say like a whole lot of niche fragrances. Sorry, I forgot a tag. Yes, I'm at home. I forgot this tag. This irritated me. And I forgot to take that off the top. But yeah, so I mainly got a lot of, turn that down so you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Like a lot of your designer fragrances, so I can learn the scent palette, because that makes a whole lot of sense. Now, this video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. I was sent this sample. I've already done a video of this before, but I'll briefly just talk about this. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. Now, although this is small, this lasts for about 30 days because you don't need a whole lot. And plus, it's expensive. So I was thankful that they sent me this sample, and I wish I could get a bigger bottle. Hey, Estee Lauder, this video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. And the reason why I talked about so many of my, because at the time at the Dollar Tree, I was able to get a whole lot of these, and these colors have played a pivotal role in me creating content, as I always say. And these are just all my old lipsticks, so I'm gonna move these to the side because I'm gonna put them in my little basket. But I just keep them up here, so like when I get ready to talk about an outfit, or let me turn it. Hopefully if I turn it, I won't mess up anything where you can see me as I'm talking. Yeah, this real, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unedited, unscripted, and it's a little bougie this morning. I was trying not to be so much in the camera. Okay, so now you can see me. So I'm gonna, a lot of things I did because I always had the thought process of creating content. Now I'm gonna show you this. I get a lot of samples, or have gotten a lot of samples. These are I'm gonna go ahead and say it, my Killians. The guy who sent me those was so very nice. So very nice. I already posted that with him. Can't remember his name, but I will post it if I can find that, because he sent me a postcard. And on here, I just have more of your travel size sprays and a whole lot of the samples. And these are some samples that was sent to me that I have back here. Just gonna dust this little part back here. So, like I said, that's why I always say, start where you are. I was so skeptic and worried about having the proper equipment. Yes, I don't have the proper equipment yet, but it's coming. I had everything that I needed and just about everything that I want. So these are, now I will tell my favorite fragrance of all time. I showed the one the other day, and this fragrance here belonged to my mom. If you know, you know. I don't dust this one off because she touched it, so I just keep it as is. And this is just a ponytail holder that I have on top. But see, this is the bow, and I have the box. So that is a forever keepsake piece that will never go away. Okay. So that one I don't dust. So I can just... Now, again, I bought a lot of fragrances for the simple fact to learn my scent palette. So do with it as you may. I talked about this fragrance yesterday on my live. It smells so good because I have the body lotion as well to go with it. And my all-time favorite, I wish someone tried to sell me, I don't know, I'm going to go ahead and say, Gucci, if y'all listening, will y'all please bring this fragrance here back? Because this is the bomb. I hope I can't get in trouble for saying that word, but it is a very beast mode fragrance that has longevity, and it smells so good. Oh my goodness. When I say you're gonna smell rich, you're gonna smell rich in this. So that is my favorite. I've looked for it, and the ones that I did find online, they were ridiculous prices. Um, I always talk about being sustainable and living a sustainable lifestyle, and I do. This is nail art. I don't know. I don't know if I showed a picture of my hand with me doing the nail art. Now, I always do this. I see things and sometimes I don't get it. Now they had the sparkly, like with the sparkles. I hate I didn't get that one, but I know they eventually have that in my favorite store, which is the Dollar Tree. Hey, Dollar Tree. This video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. So I want to wait until I'm able to sit level, like at a table, so that way I can expand upon my creativity and gifts and see what I can come up with. So I just keep those there. I have a nail theme, and so we're moving on to this one. These are my, when I talked about bobby pins, no, I don't have many bobby pins, and I try to use these. They're supposed to be like hair clips, but I try to put them on my hair and not my scalp, because whatever coating is on those bobby pins don't agree with my scalp. Oh, and this is my, you need this. You already know I'm not going to say, but if you have the lip pencils as I do, nothing else is going to work. And this is the NARS pencil sharpener. This video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. So, these are a bunch of my fragrances here, and I have a bunch more samples. So we're moving pretty fast. I'm just doing this like to show you aesthetically how I'm going to move some of this stuff, like this skincare that I have right here. Reason why I have some of my skincare in my room and not in my bathroom is very small, limited space. I don't have a bathroom inside, obviously, in my room. So I figured having it in here would be fine, because I can just step right to my bathroom and put my moisturizers on. Now, I do use African soap, if you're wondering what I use on my face. Now, these strips, I made my own strips. Yeah, they just keep it real. I have a ton of lineless paper. Oh, Department of Family and thanks you. Who get it, who know. But anywho, these little strips, sometimes I forget, since I have some other, fragrances. What I do is I take the strip, and my plan was to do the little perfume reviews, but that didn't happen. Now this is my second all-time fragrance. Is, if you know, you know. I'll show you up close. Now this is more or less like a I hope I'm pronouncing it right, like pheromones in your body. It goes with your body chemistry, and I do a combination of it with this particular fragrance. Oh my goodness, when I tell you those two combined with this one, ooh, you gonna smell like money. Money. And these are just a few of I don't know, I'll let you see that. I didn't know this was a roll-on when I purchased it, but I'll use it. Or I don't really like roll-ons. I like the fragrances that are small like this, but I would prefer if it was had an atomizer to it, but it doesn't. It's a roll-on. It smells good when I tried it, but as a roll-on, it didn't last on my skin. That's my personal opinion. This video is not sponsored. I bought this with my own coins. And I'll show you this fragrance inside of this box. I like the way that it is. So it's just a very clean line. Now this has a very good smell to it. If you can see, you can tell I used it. It smells so good. So Gonna put this back up here, my little strips, and I'm just gonna place my perfume back on. I've talked about this fragrance. I don't know if you can see. I'll bring it up close. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Charge it to my head and not my heart. What else I had up here? And I talked about this fragrance, is this perfume as well. Most of these that I'm showing, these last couple of ones, they're kind of like summer. But honestly, if it's not really, now I'm not a perfume connoisseur. There are tons of females that are on this app who are perfume connoisseurs because they know what they're talking about. Now, if it's really heavy, you know what a heavy scent is. It's really overbearing. I don't think that that's good to wear in the summertime, but I feel like you can wear what you want, but to each his own. So we're gonna see if we can get these back like how I had them. And I just place them like that. I have 3 of these by this brand as well, if you can see. This is very good. I like beast modes. I like fragrances that's going to stay on your skin and not once you spray them one time and then you can't smell them. Okay. This is a beautiful vase, isn't she? This is a beautiful vase. It's bigger than what it looks like. It's beautiful. I paid what? $6. I'm gonna go ahead and say Dollar General. So don't sleep on the dollar stores now. I ain't say get everything from the dollar store. And I like this. This is usually kept in my purse, but as I stated, once I'm doing content, I usually like to put something on my hands, and I had that up there. So that's this. And I talk about the different nail polishes. Now I have, I don't know, like 20 some of these. I like these better than any of the brands that I have tried. I'm sorry. This formula here, I don't know if it's because it's gel, but it goes on well. It lasts. It doesn't bubble up. Some of the colors, you may have to go over it once or twice, but out of the ones that I've tried, these are my favorite. And I told you, that's why I say make intentional purchases, because these colors are in. So I'm going to move these out the way. I usually keep my polishes here so I know what color I want to put on. But I have tons of fingernail polish. Oh, and I forgot my other little fragrance right here. Put that one there. And I'm going to show you my most unique bottle of perfume. I probably would never use it. I probably just keep it just for aesthetics. Let me put this back on here. It is the most unique bottle I have. It looks like a bottle of Windex, doesn't it? It is not, though. It is actually perfume. That's the top. It comes off. So the top looks just like a sprayer. You can see it. Looks just like a bottle of Windex, but it's not. This is my most unique looking bottle that I have. And usually I have the top off, but we're going to keep it off for today. So I'm going to put my polishes back. All my colors are in season. All those colors that I have. At first, when I got them, I thought a lot of them I haven't even used. I was like, oh, these aren't going to work well, but they are the best. The reason why I say that because I have 2 different brands. Well, I guess 2 different ones by the same company. But this is my personal opinion. I bought this with my own coins. This is Whatever formula is in this is the best. This video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. Okay. So I'm going to put my little samples back up like I had them. I keep them in that because sometimes they send you, so I know where it actually came from. So I leave that like that. So I just put this back here. Alrighty, so this one is done. I'm gonna adjust this perfume rack. Like I said, this is held on by some clips. I don't know, maybe they need to figure out a better way for these clips to hold, but I followed the instructions, but for some reason, it seemed like it leaned. It was leaning like that before I even put any perfumes on it, so can't be that. And dust this off. Everyone know what this is. This is the infamous. It smells really good. It's a long lasting. But these two smell similar. I've already done a post on this before. So thank you who's joining. Thank you who's following me. I just wanted to show how I just reorganize and get rid of the clutter. Again, if it's leaning, it probably is. These are held by clamps. I have no idea why they did the clamps like that though. So I'm going to put my perfume back. I try to switch out because these aren't all my fragrances. I have some more that I consider heavier fragrances. That's the word I was trying to get. That is more for like wintertime. Because, you know, you want your light, fresh, not so heavy fragrances, but you still want to be able to know that you have a good smelling fragrance on. Now, I will say this. When I first purchased this, the bottle is beautiful. I had to get used to the scent. So that's when I started venturing out with my scent palette to know what I like and what I didn't like, because it gives you all the notes are on the bottle itself. And here is another fragrance by this same brand. I have one more of that fragrance. Now, if you know, you know. This smells just like the infamous, what they say, butter cocoa. You know what I'm talking about. I know y'all like, she just giving short names of it. So now I have quite a few of these by this brand. This is Calvin Klein. This is the Woman Intense. So we almost done. So those are neatly placed. I hope everything is neatly placed and in its order. So got that down. And now hopefully, oh my goodness, I hope you can see at the bottom. I'm going to tilt. Okay, good. Tilt that to the bottom. And here is my sample. This was during a hurricane that we had, and I'm not going to show this lady's information so nobody won't flood her, but they sent me samples from, as you can see, let me cover that up. I have quite a few of these. Yep, bond number 9. This video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. So I have several of those. Make sure I put this back in here. Now, the samples are good if you have more than one. And the reason why I say that, because I don't think one little spray is going to do it. And you probably get 2 or 3 sprays out of that. So I think more than one is going to be helpful. See, I have another duster. I had several of those. I just keep that one there. And this is my little fan. I don't know if it's still working. This was at the time when it was working. No, it's time to throw away. Gonna put my little samples back there. And I always keep a duster with this in here so I know. Now, you're probably wondering why, if you can see, why I have my oils. As I explained, I had my skincare products in here because once I get out of the shower, I come in my room and I put my oils on. And I have paper towels down here so that it will not leak onto my stand. These are a few more fragrances. These are 2 more by this brand, if you can see. If you know, you know. I bring it up close. I hope you can see that. I have another one. These are more like my nighttime when I get out of the shower. But I still want to feel girly and smell like a girl. You know, I am a girl, but I'm saying, you know, sometimes you might want to just smell good as you go to bed. So this should be the last little part right here. This is my, this top, or they could be neck and neck. If you could see this, I'll show it. I said this was my all-time favorite. I wish they could bring this back. But this is my all-time. Oh my goodness. I'll open it and let you see the bottle. The bottle itself is very unique. Very, 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 very beautiful. That is such a beautiful bottle. But the perfume itself is actually the bomb. I haven't even opened it and I can smell it in the, oh, it smells so good. Now I do have a spray with this one. Is this the spray? No, this is a roll-on as well. But this roll-on lasts. It came in a gift set. I like buying gift sets because they give you a little bit of something else when you buy gift sets. Just keep that in mind. So I'm going to dust this bottom and place this stuff back. This is one of my bottles that I've done a, go check out that reel. I've done a reel on doing a body oil. It's a Dollar Tree hack. I did the Dollar Tree mineral oil, this, and one of my many fragrances that I have, something similar like one of these, and I just poured in here, and you have perfume oil. I've already done that. So I love this box. I will keep this box. This is a beautiful box. And it has, this is a beautiful fragrance. I love this fragrance. A lot of people, was a lot of controversy on this. That's why I say I love gift boxes. Because see, I have the spray with, this is a spray with an atomizer. This is a perfume itself. And this is the lotion and the shower gel. Normally, I don't normally use the shower gel. Sometimes I do, depending. So, as we know, this is Riba La Fleur by Rihanna. Hi, Rihanna. This video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. So, I bought this with my own coins. Now, I love that fragrance. I love the way it smells. And I have a body spray for this fragrance. To me, this fragrance is more, I would say, fall and winter, because it is very bold, needless to say, but it is a good smelling fragrance. And I'm going to show you my other unique little bottles. They're unique to me. Also, this is, I got this. This is the Artisan collection. This is of different fragrances. Young lady, I guess you had, well, let's just say, I ended up getting it. I put her name down in the description box. She did, I think, her Tiff Benson. So give me just a second. I gotta go check on my sausage. That's why I say this real, raw, uncut, unfiltered, and unedited. Okay, moving right along. As I stated, I put, since I don't want any oils getting on my stand, I just put me 2 paper towels here. I like the select size paper towels. That's just me. Now, my mom didn't like the select size. I have no idea why. She did not like those. So I just put my oils and things back on here. And this is a very nice little keepsake box. We'll just say this is keepsake. We're going to keep what's sake in here. But it is, as you can see, what type of, someone gave me this. She had several of these. So I'm just going to place my oils and things back on my little stand. Again, I've already done a hack. If you a DIY of a body oil under $3. It's a good idea. You can save until you're able to get the body oils that you want. So we're at the end. And I love these bottles. I was in the process of trying to get just to have 6, but aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? I have what? 3 or 4 fragrances by this brand. See, these are cute little bottles. You can see the back. Alrighty. And I'll just put this back. Okay. And I'm gonna dust my little other fragrances off. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I'll put a picture of before and after. It'll be as my screen picture because, you know, I don't have the proper equipment yet to do the editing. But you got to see it real, raw, uncut, unfiltered, and unedited, and in real time. So I'm going to see. I can't even. Oh, God. It's some weird people. Weird. That was funny, though. Okay. But anywho, so I just want you to see how I aesthetically just, let's just put this right here. So the shit. I did have another one. I don't know what I did with that one. But anywho. So you get to see it was crowded and had things all over the place. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And make sure you buy intentional purchases, as I always say, because it helps out in the long run. Everything that I try to do and get is intentional. I try to, if I'm buying clothes, I try to make sure that when I was able to, that I bought things that I could wear multiple times. And this is where I put my, I would say like my overlapping of my sunglasses. I just put them right here. Hopefully you can see. I just placed them. Oh goodness, I hope you can see that. Oh boy, I want it. So you see, I placed my sunglasses right here. So, and that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this. And as I say, my overlapping of my lipsticks and and I wanted to show you the ones that all came from the Dollar Tree. I can't remember. I know either both of these or one of these came from the Dollar Tree. They had a whole bunch of colors. And all three of these came from the Dollar Tree. This video is not sponsored, but hey, it can be. So that's why I'm saying make intentional purchase. I was planning on going back to get more when they had them at this time, and I have some more of these here. I don't know how many of these I have, but that's a good idea if you didn't want to spend purchasing a full bottle. That is a good way to find out what scent palette and what fragrances that you like, because that is much cheaper than buying a full bottle and then you turn out and don't like it. So that is a good way. So I'm going to put these in my basket. I got some little baskets. I have all kind of basket, all kind of sizes. Like I do plastic bags. So this would help out. And I do have some more of these little makeup containers, but I'm going to wait, save that for something else. But anywho, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content where I do live streaming of outfit of the days, get ready with me, not your typical fashion live videos where I do the live streaming, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share, turn your notification bells on, and follow me on all social media apps. My links will be down in the description box. Make sure you check out my posts here on my YouTube channel. I always give visual art of anything that I'm doing if I do a live streaming. And I also give you visual art of the clothing that I may have in my live streaming. I always put a visual art of it. Make sure you, and then check back and make sure that you, although you turn your notification bells on, sometimes I guess it doesn't get pushed out, but it's okay. We're just going to move right along. But anywho, encourage yourself, believe in yourself, never give up, never let anyone write your story for you, and follow your own goals, dreams, and aspirations. And this was my Sunday rant of decluttering and organizing my little perfume space. I hope you all enjoyed. Peace out, beautiful people, on this Sunday. I don't want to do it that way.